Hey guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Jenna.
And we're the professional pass holders. Today we're on location at Six Flags America in Bowie, Maryland. It is opening weekend 2021. You ready to have some fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it. A weird thing kind of happened. We got stopped by security. One, we went through security, no problem.
In the very front of the park.
Yeah.
Then we get into the park and someone stopped us and asked what our gimbal was. And if you don't know what a gimbal is, it's a stabilization device so that our phone doesn't go up and down when we record.
It's not crazy.
Right. So someone asked what it was and we told her what it was and she was like, oh, I don't know if you can have that. You can't have tripods in the park or anything like that. But she let us go fine.
Yeah. And on our way to Raging Cajun, the first thing we encountered, we got stopped. And at one point in time, there was four security officers on this high-profile image stabilization case. We were told we weren't allowed to have a gimbal because it's a tripod.
There was also another woman there with a GoPro on top of like a gimbal-like device.
Yeah. And
they also kind of stopped her, so we were kind of collectively waiting for. They said we had to take it back to our car. We couldn't have it in the park.
So thankfully, she called her supervisor, and the supervisor okayed it. So we're going to continue filming, but a weird flex, Six Flags. Hey guys, so we just got off of this ride, which is the Wild One. So, thoughts about the Wild One?
It's much better than I remember it being. I think last year we sat in the back row and it was a little too wild. It's over 100 years old.
Yeah, but it feels like it's 100 years old.
It feels like it's 100 years old, especially when you're sitting in the back. So this time we did the second to last train and it was a much better experience.
Significantly better.
Yeah, so way less headbanging. So I would suggest doing the second to last train.
I mean, what do you expect out of a 100-year-old coaster? It's a piece of history. It's hard to knock on it. Is it my favorite coaster?
No.
Not by a long shot.
No.
Would I ride it again? Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but it's much better not in the back.
Hey guys, so we just rode the zydecozinger. What'd you think?
Good. It's a nice little ride.
Yeah, it reminds me of when I was in 8th grade. I was actually 7th grade because I skipped 8th grade. In 7th grade, I was
Weird flex, bro.
I was a safety patrol officer, which is basically like a glorified hallway monitor.
Weird flex, bro.
Right?
This just keeps weird flexing.
Yeah. And if you were a safety hall monitor patrol person, you got to go to Clementon Park, rest in peace, Clementon Park,
R.I.P.
in New Jersey
Clementon
for
Park.
free. They had a ride called the Shooting Star, which is basically this ride.
Gotcha.
So it was like nostalgia for me.
Gotcha.
So I really enjoyed it.
Gotcha. R.I.P. Clementon Park.
If you're in the market for your own theme park, it's currently up for auction.
So someone go buy it and make it really great. So
yeah, if you have a couple $1 million,
10 minutes from my house.
you could have your own theme park. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, cool. We have Voodoo Drop here. That's like a tiny Zumanjaro, if you're familiar with that from Six Flags Great Adventure. It was nice. It was cute.
Same feel. Like,
yeah.
It's way shorter. It's like the 3rd grade cousin of Zumanjaro.
Sure.
But I felt the same on the ride.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
Next up we have Fireball.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Bourbon Street Fireball. It was very, if you were on Diablo at Six Flags Great Adventure, it's basically the same thing.
Is it the same one or is it just a copycat?
I think that may have gone to a different Six Flags. The Diablo from Great Adventure. We had it for like a year or two and then it was gone. You can see it now.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of like if you were a high school gymnast and you were just practicing only back handsprings in a row.
Sure.
That's
a lot.
This ride.
It's a lot. I think we need to go have a snack because there was a lot on.
Yeah. I think snack time is on the horizon.
Yeah.
As you can see, their Harley Quinn, what's it called?
Spin Sanity. Sanity.
It's not open yet. It's similar to our Wonder Woman
At Great
Lasso
Adventure.
It's a really cool ride. Pendulum ride, dope.
But it's been like this for at least a year.
I think it's supposed to come out this year. I think this is what the situation is.
Sure.
So not open yet, unfortunately.
TBD.
Yeah. Maybe next time. Where is he? Where's the Joker? He's right here. He's not far at all. I don't know whose fever dream Joker this is, but Joker's Jinx is next. All right, Jenna, so what were your thoughts on the Joker's Jinx?
So we did back row. I think we did back row last year too. The biggest thing is to keep your head back. It comes really, really quickly. It just kind of shoots out of the station, and if you don't have your head back, you're gonna bang your head against it. But it was really fun. It was a really good time. I enjoyed it. Justin, what did you think of Joker's Jinx?
It's a cool ride. So what I like about the ride is the compact footprint. Like, there's a lot going on here in a very small space. Like, whoever made this ride definitely knew exactly how many jelly beans were inside the mystery jar. You know what I mean? And I'm about it. Since it's only in the 40 degrees, the Penguins Blizzard River's not open yet.
I'm not complaining. I almost fell off of it.
I really enjoyed the ride. Yeah, I remember really being like, wow, this is a really cool water ride inside of a non-water park.
Very wet on your feet.
Yeah, and only for you. Don't get wet otherwise.
No.
All right, so we just got done Wonder Woman.
It is cold.
It's very cold.
It is very cold up there.
Yeah.
It's very windy.
I enjoy the ride a lot. It might be too cold for this ride.
It's a little cold.
Yeah.
It's a little cold for this ride.
Otherwise, if you like swings and you like tall heights, it's great.
Yeah.
All right, we just got off our Superman Ride of Steel. What do we think?
This is my favorite ride in the park. How about you?
Yes, with a caveat. The caveat being there's like this shin bar that's the worst thing. It's like they designed the ride and they were like, this is going to be a lot of fun. Someone was like, well, let's not let them have too much fun. Let's keep them humble.
Yeah, so there's the shin thing on this ride. There's a shin thing on
Batwing.
And there's a shin thing on Joker's Jinx. I don't know what the shin obsession at Six Flags America is, but yeah, it's kind of, what's your tip for it?
Oh, if you go on the balls of your feet, it kind of pushes your shin back more, and then it doesn't rest against it, and it helped a lot.
So
it helped a lot.
So
if you know, you know. All right, we just got off a Batwing.
Whew.
Thoughts?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun though. It's really fun.
You lay like really flat, so if you have trouble with that, this probably is not the ride for you. From personal experience, don't sit in the very, very last row.
I've definitely grayed out on this one before when we sat in the very back row.
Unless you have insomnia and you need a little nap, then it's probably pretty great. It's just what the doctor ordered.
It's really fun to watch people like roll into the station and see how like out of it they are because it's a pretty intense one.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a really good ride.
I prefer it over the other Vekoma in this park, but like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one.
Okay. So this is actually my favorite part of the park. It's a little old Western theme.
Yeah, this area is really good.
There's not much back here. Really, it's only Mind Eraser, and then there's a like a log flume ride. But the theming back here is just so much better, I think, than the rest of the park.
Unless you forget about the rodeo.
Oh, right. My favorite flat ride of all time is right over there. It's just like a little spinny ride, but for some reason it's my favorite flat ride of all time. But the theming here is just so cute. I think it's just so well done, and it's just such in stark contrast to the rest of the park. So, but again, the only thing back here is the SLC that's back here, Mind Eraser, and then the Rapids ride. But the theming, so cute. So here's that little raft ride we were talking about. It was actually really fun when we did it last year. Apparently it'll be back. Right, April 24th it'll be back, according to the sign.
I like
so
this
that's
within
fun.
our home parks rapid ride.
I agree. But then randomly in the Old West section, we have Mind Eraser. So we just got off of Mind Eraser.
Thoughts?
It's another headbanger. This, oh, there you go.
That's cool.
This park is just like a bunch of headbanging rides. This and Firebird and Roar. It just feels like this park beats you up.
Yeah.
It's fun, but I feel like we're getting beat up a little bit here.
So unfortunately, Shipwreck Falls is closed right now, but they're actually scheduled to open March 31st, which to me seems a little early. I think it's still going to be a little too cold. When I tell you that this ride will get you wet, you're not going to get like, maybe you get wet, you're going to get soaked. I have some footage, I think, from last season I'm going to throw in so you can see just how ridiculously wet you're going to get on this ride. Guys, I just rode Shipwreck Falls, and it's like a seemingly easy water ride, right? I got obliterated with water. I'm going to show you this ride. It's insane. That was such a mistake, Jenna.
I didn't know that would happen.
Oh no. Guys. Oh my God.
For absolutely no reason.
Okay guys, update. So I was wrong. You don't get wet on that ride. You get wet trying to record that ride for the internet. I'm fully soaked through and through, including my shoes at this point.
Hey, so we just got off of Firebird.
And it leads you to this little gift shop,
Yes.
which relates in absolutely no way
So
to
there's
Firebird.
like some steampunkness, right? And then we have like this situation, which is I don't.
Lest we forget.
This.
So if you want to be a leather daddy,
So-
this is the store for you.
I'm unsure as to how this relates to the coaster Firebird. The coaster's okay. It's not my favorite. A lot of headbanging. Lot of
Yeah, it kind of feels
headbanging.
like you're getting boxed out a lot.
Yeah, you have to
Like,
brace yourself.
Yeah.
So just be prepared for that. So we just got off of Roar.
Or as I like to call it, Wild One, the sequel. It's rough.
It's rough. It's really
rough.
it like knocks the wind out of you, and we've done this I think in the front, in the back, in the middle. It doesn't matter
nowhere's good.
where you go, it's
all rough.
rough. It is
Yeah.
just rough everywhere.
And I'm a fan of wooden coasters. It's very
Yeah,
rickety. And it's really cramped. Like your seats are so
It's
small.
really cramped.
So you feel
Get
every bump.
thrown around every single bump.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's gonna like run off the track. I don't know. So definitely, I think my least favorite here at Six Flags America.
Ooh, I don't know if it's my least favorite.
It's
not
rough.
that I wouldn't ride
It's
it
just
again.
it's rough. Get
It's
ready.
just really
Buckle
rough.
up. Okay, so that was our day at Six Flags
Flags
America,
America.
Bowie, Maryland. Final thoughts?
I'm glad we came. I think this might be our only Six Flags America trip this season.
Yeah, it was really great. It was a beautiful day, as you can see. The sun is shining. It's beautiful.
No lines.
No lines.
Which is
Zero
really nice.
lines.
No
It was
crowds.
great. They're only running one train really per coaster right now, which isn't that big of a deal because the crowds are so low, but I think that might, once it starts getting warmer out, I think that might, if they keep doing that, be a
The
little.
other thing I really enjoyed personally was they're fully seating the train now.
Right.
Whereas last year they were only doing like every other, or sometimes like at our home park they're only doing every third row.
Right.
They're doing every row, but they're still keeping you with your group. So if
Right.
it's like a 4-seater and it's just two of us, it was only the two of us in our row.
I think that's good. We are both fully vaccinated, so I think that's why I feel comfortable with it. But if I wasn't vaccinated, I don't know if I would
Feel as comfortable.
love being that close to people on the train somewhere.
I would say that there was less policing this time,
Yes.
but it might
Last-
be because it was less crowded.
Right. Last season, when we came here, if you weren't 6 feet apart, they told you, hey, you're not 6 feet apart. Or if they saw you without your mask on, they would tell you to put your mask
Mask
on.
up.
Mask compliance here today I thought was really good,
Yeah, I agree.
especially compared to some of what we've seen at Six Flags Great Adventure last year. I think it was pretty good. Social distancing, yeah, it wasn't as enforced as much as it was
I would
last
say
year.
way less enforced.
But there weren't that many people here today, so I don't think it really needed to be.
Sure.
What about any ride thoughts? Overall,
I mean, I
ride
think
thoughts?
this park suffers from kind of being the goodwill of Six Flags in that they just kind of gets the leftover hand-me-downs of all the other parks.
Yeah.
And I think we're fortunate that our home park has a lot like new cool stuff This one doesn't seem to have it. They kind of get like dupes of other rides or
I
ones
really
that are
like
out of rotation.
Superman. I think Superman's a really, really great ride.
Yeah,
I think Batwing's a really great ride.
I think those are the two stars of the show at this park.
Right. And Wonder Woman, the swings are really awesome.
I like the theming. The theming is better here than our home park
For sure. I love the entrance. It looks very colonial America. That's, you know, my jam. Then I also love the Wild West section. So
far, something I don't love about either of the parks is their mobile ordering process.
Six
it's just
Flags.
bad.
Six
You gotta work on it, guys.
Flags.
Yeah.
Get it together.
It's basically the mobile ordering is there's no purpose because you wait in the line to say I put in mobile order for them to look you up, and then you just continue to wait in line.
Yeah. So I think it was a great day, great company, great weather.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be a little while. I think we want to get to Six Flags Over Georgia.
Sure.
Six Flags Great America out in Illinois. Six Flags New England, I really want to get to.
I want to try to do as many as we can.
Yeah, and then of course our home park opens on March 27th, so I'm sure we'll be there within a month or so.
Something really cool about Six Flags, I think in general, is if you have a season pass to one, you kind of have a season pass to all, which I think is neat. And I think it's like a better bang for your buck. Because of the COVID-19, if you had a 2020 pass, it's good for all of 2021, and that includes all add-ons. So if you had dining last year, your dining's still good. For the cups, they aren't giving out new cups. It's just saying reuse your same 2020 cup, so it'll be used all year.
Right. So make sure you bring it with you the first time you go, because you're not going to be getting a new cup.
The one thing that's a little weird, everything is like reciprocal across the country except for the season flash pass. And I paid like a good amount of money for the season flash pass, but it only works at your home park. I don't know why that's the distinction.
And also unless you have a membership, you can't go. If you have a season pass, you can't go to the water parks at any of the other Six Flags other than your home park. And especially here, I don't know if it came across in the videos, but the entrance to the water park here is actually inside the park. So it'd be really convenient if you have, you know, I have a membership, he has a season pass, so like I could go but he couldn't, so that's
kind of stinks.
Yeah, but it's great that they extended everything.
Yeah, and it lucked out for me because like I bought my pass in 2019, and it was like the 2019 was like buy for the rest of now, and you get all this season and all of 2020. So I got like 2.5 seasons for the price of one.
Right.
Killer.
And like your season dining carries over, so we have our season dining from last year.
And just because the season flash pass does carry forward, but it's just only good at your home park, not everywhere.
Right.
Which I wish they gave me the option. I'd pay like a couple extra dollars to have it work everywhere.
Yeah. And I guess just a few other things. I would bring your own hand sanitizer. I don't think he cares, but it smells really bad. Hand sanitizer here, it's everywhere, but it smells really bad. So I like my little Bath and Body Works like lemon sunshine nonsense. So.
It doesn't bother me in the slightest. There's a very strong alcohol smell.
Yeah. It's just like it like takes your breath away a little bit. Especially like right after you get off of like Roar or Mind Eraser, and like you're already kind of like banged up, and then you get like the alcohol smell. It's a lot. Yeah. So a little lemon sunshine from Bath and Body Works is better for me, but yeah. And also because they were running one train, I felt comfortable leaving my stuff in the cubbies. That's another thing. So Six Flags across the country vary on their bag policy.
Yeah. By a lot.
Yeah. So at Great Adventure, on a lot of rides, like you can't put bags in the cubby.
There's no cubby.
There's no cubby.
There's just a cup holder.
Right. There's cup holders on the side. You can like leave your season.
And then there's for rent lockers.
Right outside of the rides. Here there are cubbies on every ride. So.
Which I prefer. I think that should be the norm.
Right. Right.
I agree.
So
yeah.
That's a good aspect of here. Overall, I thought it was a really great day.
We did the whole park in like.
We did.
We got here like 11:30. It's 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we hit literally every ride.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. So if you haven't been here and it's in a couple hours away, check it out. I feel like this is probably not the place to go if you got to like take a flight to come to, TBH.
Yeah.
But if
if it's a bucket list thing, you want to check them all off.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Or we're about like 2.5 hours away, and it's the only one really
kind of in our area besides our home
that's
park.
open right now.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a great day.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We are the Professional Pass Holders. I'm Justin.
I'm Jenna.
And we look forward to seeing you on our next vacation.
Bye.